Alright, for now I'm gonna finish this cigarette, and then we're gonna head over to the picnic table, and then I'll kind of explain what I'm gonna be doing here. It's kind of like an IRL, but kind of with a twist. So I just want to kind of bring you guys into like how I do everything and see how it goes, and if it goes good, then we might do this every so often, maybe on the weekends or something. I do got my water in double bagged because it's frozen. There will be some spots where there definitely won't be some talking. I'll let the the birds and all do the talking for me, because they're really the stars of this. There ain't no cats in there though. I don't see any. I'm sweating already though. I'm gonna get a quick swig of my water before I get everything out, and then kind of go from there. So I still hear some rumble into the distance. So I don't know if I'm gonna set the camera up yet or not, but I already think I have an idea of where the first spot we're gonna check is, on the other side of the creek. Usually that's my first go-to spot. I just kind of go from there. This was just something I thought of off the top of my head. Just experimenting with different things, and just kind of go from there and see. Like I said when I started this in the one video, I said that the way things evolved over the years, always adding different stuff to it. But I'm glad that I start showering at night, because I feel like a disgusting mess. And don't worry, I always pick up my cigarette butts. And that's all gravel, so there ain't nothing, no way it'll start a fire. But this, I'm just gonna take a quick swig of it. Ain't gonna be much because it's still hard as a yikes. That didn't happen yesterday. Didn't get much, but it still tasted good. And it kind of felt good. I know. But you know what? It's natural. But I keep it in a double bag so that way it doesn't leak all over the place in my other bag. So I'll put the windows up. I also have my charger charging, which, like I said in yesterday's video, I got to find my other charger wires so that way I can get my live streams going again. And I'll show you my portable charger. Disconnect this. God damn, it's hot. So I'm just gonna leave the wire in here, and then get my bag. I'm not gonna grab my chair yet because I'm still not sure. Like I said, we're probably gonna head over that way. I just hope that the sound comes in good, because somehow I must cover up something, the microphone on the whatchamacallit on the phone. I think that I don't, but then I end up doing it. I'm gonna do the next part from the iPad and kind of just run it like that. So that's what I said. It's gonna be kind of like an IRL in real life type thing, but like I said, with a twist. Of course, somebody is coming in. I'm just gonna do a quick zoom of the kitty cat area. Must have rained up here. because there isn't the trees are somewhat wet. See, down my way it didn't rain at all. So I'm gonna put this back. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of like letting these come into my world. And if it works and I like doing it, and it does, it doesn't take that long to edit it, then I might do it more frequently. Grab my smokes, and pick up the other one. Usually I put them in my pocket, and then when I do my clothes, I find all these butts in the freaking. I might not go too far from the car right away. But like I said, I really had no complete like option or like destination up here. It's kind of just like this trip is kind of like winging it, because this thing I'm gonna be doing is kind of like a last minute decision. And so now there's a trash can over there, so I don't have to worry about it. Just throw the butt in there. Yeah, did I put the iPad back in the bag? So I said, I think my mind's out there somewhere. I always tell people, if you see my mind out there, tell it to come home. Yeah, where I set up before was back in that way. We might take a walk back there, because until I figure out what's going on with the weather, figure it out. Dumped it in the trash. Should just set it up. Might just set it up on sit on the table, and then just connect my iPad to the tripod. Just kind of get a look at the creek real quick. Hey, so let's head over. Yeah, it definitely rained up here. Okay, I'm about to lose my water. Fucking thing's so goddamn hard. Thunder. Now I'm gonna kind of show you how I do the setups and everything. This is where I did that one video, the first one. That thing's actually hidden now. Not sure what I did with it. I guess good thing it ain't a brown bag. Alright, so basically what I do is, first I gotta raise it up, because ain't no way that's gonna, and I just, hold on, never mind. I was trying to see which angle would be the best, but it doesn't really matter. I guess this one would be. Okay. This should be good. Actually, you know what? Because I'm gonna be sitting up on it, so we gotta go up higher. So we're gonna go. now, put it like that, loosen it up, and then put the one and connect it all up. And what I do is just put it on. Watch, this is the only one that works perfect, so I don't want to put my code on there. So then I go to switch it. Just hope that I'm on there. If not, then I just gotta adjust it. And then, hold on, I want to sit on this. Just make sure I don't sit on my other iPads. Try to get this part done so we can do a quick walk, and then just go from there. Okay, so we got it coming out pretty good. So actually, I'm on there. So it is time to start the next portion. Hey, so basically what I'm gonna do is it's gonna be kind of like in real life video, and the only difference is that the cameras will basically be running pretty much non-stop, but yes, I will be alternating between my phone and my iPads. Really, that's the only way I can do it, because there's a lot of times where I will need my phone kind of open, you know, in case there's, you know, a phone call or whatever. But at the same time, there's gonna be kind of somewhat flipping back and forth, and there will be times where I will set my camera up. Again, I don't know if today's gonna be one of them. But what I'm gonna do is pretty much record the whole trip, and you know, kind of go from there. And what my goal is kind of introduce you to my life, how I do things like out here, and you know, kind of bring you along for the ride, and or walk, and just kind of go from there. And you know, this video could be anywhere from, like, if right now it's 4:30. The dude heard me talking, he just looked like, what the fuck? But yeah, so it's 4:30 now. I'm looking at maybe leaving between probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. And just kind of go from there. But like I said, this is pretty much my world, and I just want to introduce you to it. I am sweating like crazy right now, but at the same time, actually, if it started raining, I'd probably stay out here as long as it ain't thundering. I mean, like I was saying on the ride up here, is that there was one time I literally walked in like a downpour. I was literally soaked, and I'm gonna have to go back and try to find that video. I don't know, I think it's on Facebook, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do remember it's on one of them, and I just remember by the time I got back, I was completely soaked. That's why I'm hoping that this water starts melting quick, because like my mouth is like parched and, you know, dry. So the first place we're gonna go is usually the first stop that I check out. I saw one snake over there before. I haven't done good at snakes this year. I mean, I don't go looking for them, you know, like a lot, but when I am out, I will look around, see if I see anything. So my brother and my nephew are pretty much the you know, they go a lot looking for them, and before I used to go with them, but like my body gets tired quick. But there might come a time where in this video where we might find a spot and just sit, and you know, because that was, again, I have no set goal up here. So what I was initially going to do is find a spot and just kind of sit and just kind of like veg out and just listen to the sounds and whatever, and just kind of go from there. So this trip's going to be more of a wing it, and if anything, I might try to set up and record the cats, try to get some of them on video, because it's close to the car. If I can find a spot to hide it, it'll be good. Then I won't have to stay right near the car. But at the same time, I don't know, just see how it goes. And you know, at some point I want to try this and just see how it works. And like I said, there's going to be times where it might not be much talking. It might just, if I do a walk or something, kind of just bring you along. But right now it don't really sound like there's much singing, bird-wise. It's actually very quiet. Blue jay, I think. So yeah, but like I said, welcome to my world, and this is, you know, what got me to where I am. And you know, there'll be some conversation throughout and some quiet spots. But like I said, all the way up is, I think for the most part, I'll keep most of the ride out. That way it just kind of connects right to, you know, the video itself. So again, it's basically like what they call an IRL, in real life video, but it's going to be with a twist and kind of different, but similar. You'll be experiencing the things, just not as, you know, as I'm experiencing it, but you'll be experiencing it. So again, however how it turns out, I might, you know, do more and then see where it evolves to. So with that, I guess I am gonna have to put my water in the car, or in the bag. Back in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna put everything back in the bag, and then tastes good, but hard to get it out of there. And then we'll walk over that way, and then maybe, I don't know, figure out where to go after that. I just wish when I was recording, I was gonna finish this and then throw it out. I just wish that I could just click the angle when I'm recording rather than have to keep stopping and starting and stopping it. You know, I never really thought to try doing it live, but then again, I have to use different, you know, recording devices. Again, everything I use is iPad and my phone. I did use a GoPro. First GoPro got stolen the one Christmas Eve, and then the second GoPro I had, somehow, I guess I used it too much for my woods recordings, and I should have just, the next one, I guess, I had a chest thing, and I still have it, that I could connect it right here, so it was a lot easier. So I could use my phone as I saw things, and it was a different phone too. My other phone got stolen. So yeah, just to pre-warn you, this will definitely be a lengthy video. I think there are ways you can watch it and then, you know, go back to it and it picks up, I think, at the same spot. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, when it's live, you can't, but on YouTube, I think you can stop and or you can rewind it at the beginning. So I saw somebody down there. But Facebook's a lot different. Now Facebook, the max, which I ain't gonna get an 8-hour video, but that's the max that you can get is 8 hours. YouTube's unlimited, but we'll save up to just under 12 hours. The other thing I have to watch is if there's music playing, because I get nailed enough with copyright strikes for stupid shit. I'm about to fucking jump in that fucking creek. If I had shorts on, which I don't wear shorts, but if I had shorts on, I definitely would. It's melting good now. I know some of it, the camera angles ain't gonna be the best, but it is what it is. Like I said, you don't need expensive equipment to do what I do. And that's what I like about it is I kind of roll with what I got and just kind of go from there. The cool thing about this is at least you still get to see the background and stuff. So what I'm actually gonna do is kind of just turn it this way and just go through this out. Always make sure the shit's out. We got people that throw their shit on the ground. Then we move it back this way. Put all this shit in. One more drink. I wish my hands were more steady so that I could use the iPad when I walk, but my hands shake too much. There he is. Yeah, I told my daughter I was doing this and she's like, oh my God. Like I said, it might go over, it might not. I just gotta not force the talking. I could always start my my application while I'm doing this. If I set up the camera over there, I just need a nice set. Motherfucker. Shut this one first. I just need a flat, like the picnic table. Just something so that I have something neat, good to write it on. So that way at least my writing's clearer. Fuck. Like with the knife, it's a little harder to do it with one hand. But, before I shut it to one side. And this is the charger, the portable chargers that I use. I actually have 2 of them. And I just have to find the wire to keep it going. And to keep them both charged. So that way, see what I used to do is set up the one tripod out in the woods and set some seed down and get some birds and stuff. I did get a fox on video at the one spot, and we're back to it gets tight. Okay. What they were looking at. You know what? Since I'm not going very far, I'm just gonna want to see where this car is going. So I just might put my tripod over behind here temporarily. So I'm not going that far. Just gonna check a couple of spots. So now I'm gonna switch it. If worse comes to, what the heck? Ooh. It's Mr. Kitty Cat. Yeah, it's Mr. Kitty Cat. Oh, damn, it's hot. Sometimes you'll see turtles down there. Interesting. Oh, blocking the traffic and shit. Bird. Yeah, actually it was right in this area where I saw the garter snake go through. I was with my daughter and didn't get him. Yeah, it was right around in here. I remember I set up back here and there was an orange cat on the other side of the creek. And usually I go robins. Don't want to bust my ass as it's wet again. Although this wasn't the spot. Yeah, I've set up back here. Actually, I think this was the spot. There was just some branches falling down from that tree up there. I remember one time I was further down, and then I'll show you, I had a deer got pissed off at me and started like doing his like pissed off sound. It's hard to describe, but if you can find out like what they do, he was stomping his foot at me, and he was over there in this empty area. And I was down actually show you where. So I had just set up recording back where we were, and then I was down in this spot, but was cleared out, and all I heard was like a pew, pew, pew. He was like up back in there. Huh. Brought a present with me. Yeah, so this one is really, the only time I'm gonna edit is if I'm switching from this to the iPad. Because if I was doing it live, then everything else is gonna be on there, so. How you doing? Let's give it one last. So where I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted by the cat. Oop, I got my balance. We're gonna probably walk up that trail back there. And that'll be our journey today. And that's the only other time is when I zoom out, and then will be the only other times that I'll be cutting it off. Zooming in is one thing, but when I go back to zoom out, or back to normal view, it's I might have to sit for a minute. Before, because it is a decent walk, maybe I'll get a repeat where I get soaked. I think that cat that we saw came from that area over there where we parked, because I've seen him over there before. Grab the or tripod. You still have a good creek view, so Mamacita. I'm not even gonna set up the iPad for this. I'm just grabbing the water, and bugs are getting me. It's weird, usually the bugs ain't bad up here. Come on, bastard. Now, the only other thing that I have to hope is that when I transfer the phone videos to the iPad video, or to the iPad, that it all shows up in order. So that way I'm not, you know, having to put everything together and, you know, match it. It should, because they're both Apple, and it'll whatchamacallit, it should put it in order. So the path that we're gonna take is the same path that me and Celeste took when she was with me, and should be should see something. I know when I was with her, we saw deer, so that was a good sight. I just wanted to take a quick ciggy break and agua, drink some agua. Like I said, I kind of hoped that it would start raining. As long as there ain't no thunder. If I find if it starts thundering, we'll find somewhere to bunk up at. I've done it before. Definitely could do it again. I hear rumbling, but you just don't know how. So yeah, I think I'm right now just gonna let it, and on the walk, I'll probably just record as we go and kind of let it, you know, let the birds do the talking or whatever we hear. Just hope it ain't cars. This park though, as long as you get away from that road, you don't really hear much until you get further up the trail, and then you kind of get near where, you know, a bigger road is outside the park. Not sure what road it is. I don't think it's Bridgetown Pike. I forget what road it is. But a couple of robins. Walk over this way. And sorry if the camera angle goes all goofy and all. And I'm not gonna bring my chair. I was thinking about it, but it's just probably gonna be a walk up, walk back, and then depending on what time it is. It's a decent trail though. Most of them are cool, you know, good trails around here. Looking for snakies and stuff, just to see. You never know. So, with that said, anybody who wants to do videos out there, it can be done, and you don't need the best equipment. I've been doing it for over 8 years, so if you can't talk, just do it the way you gotta do it. It'll catch on. I didn't talk much in the beginning. Well, aside from my daughter being with me, I did. But you don't have to really talk in them. It just sounds like that will help. So yeah, I've done many videos that, you know, I didn't talk in. Then I've done a lot that I did. Well, more that I didn't than that I did. But they all, you know, it's all a matter of preference. Me, depends on what mood I am into, you know, what kind of videos I want to watch. It always, if you do stuff like this, always make sure you got enough space. I mean, my one iPad is a 256. The other two are 128s. But the 256 is the one that I use as my backyard feeder. And then I record on that. And it's kind of, you know, go from there. But I'll get into that at another time, how I'm probably going to do it. If I had a light overnight, I did. I was able to just live stream all the way. But right now the light burned out. So I have to get another one of them. And that's kind of why I record. But overnight it's kind of pointless because you ain't going to see nothing anyways. But I still record so that it's out there, so that way when I start in the morning, the iPad's already out there, so I can just restart it. Then I was doing it overnight where it wasn't live, and doing it, and it would pick up the morning stuff, but then the afternoon would be live, and it was like the morning, and if I was working, or say I was doing school, I would get home, and there would be extra time on there because it would stop at 8 hours on Facebook. Again, if I did it on YouTube, it would run for 12 hours. So if I started at 7, it'd be good till 7. But I mean, again, it would keep running, but it just wouldn't save it after 12 hours. And I believe in trying to save everything that I have, even though I lose a lot of stuff. So looks like it's about time to start walking. In a second, I'm gonna get one more swig of water, and then we roll out. And if I find fishing line on the ground, I always pick it up, and then I throw it in my bag, and then take it home and burn it. And then that way, no animals can get it stuck between its legs or get entangled in it. I already had to save a goose. I'll do a video on that. Just gotta make sure I don't kill it quick, or we fucked. We screwed. I will say it is harder to do things one-handed. I remember one time my daughter comes up to me and she says, "Can I have a piece of ham?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Can I have a piece of ham?" A British, I see. I'll show you the Z-hill that my daughter likes to climb down when she was with me. So now we're gonna flip it to the other way. Make sure I leave nothing. See, when I walk, I keep the phone like in the middle of my fingers in hopes that it doesn't fuck up the sound. pick up the keys. I also got to feed my friend's cat on the way home. What? Hold on. We'll shift them. Too fucking loud. The one thing with carrying this in my hand is if I have to zoom in or anything. I've missed things doing that. Oh, little rabbit. Here's the hill. She used to love climbing down that. Climbing down and up. One thing you gotta watch on these trails is people with bikes. Something just went in there. Where'd that little bunny go? Where I recorded the last time was over there. No, actually it was over that way. Yeah, because I remember I saw this down and I went down that way and then I walked over and then I set up over there because I remember I was getting it at an angle and then the heron flew up this way. I do hope it picked up the rabbit. I know with the zoom not in it, wouldn't have gotten a great shot of him, but just hope it picked him up. Spider web. Still got that thing on me. Squirrel. I saw something over there. It was right around in here where I think we saw the deer. Yeah, I think it was up that way. Then there was another spot where we saw them. Yeah, they were back in there. That sound right there is a catbird. There he is. That is one of my favorite summertime birds because to me it symbolizes the summer. It's called a gray catbird. I like goldfinches too, but I don't see them as much. I heard a dove cooing in the distance. I saw a deer back there before. Hopefully I got him on there. Robin. Thank God all the shit's going back is downhill, most of it. I'd rather do the uphill on the way. And of course, you got this shit. But wait a minute. I know that way doesn't lead to anywhere except the road, I think. This way does go to the road, but there's a longer trail. So, what the hell was in there? It's gotta be a squirrel or a bird. I would probably say bird. Still got part of that web on me. As long as the spider ain't on me, I'm good. All I know is I done pissed him off. And now he gotta remake his web. I forgot I'm putting this on like it's gonna be live. So my apologies if some god-awful sounds come out of me. The deciding factor will be the editing. But it looks like most of it's going to be from the phone anyways. If I can keep the sound to turn out right, then almost all of it will be from the phone. There used to be a busted up looking fort back here. And when me and Celeste were back here, I couldn't find it. So I don't know if they took it down because it was all beat up. I even have a video of that saying it was going to be my my future home. If I got kicked out or I didn't make it home, I was going to sleep at it. That'd be great to be able to sleep in the woods, but to feel safe at the same time. I'm taking a break though in a minute if I can find a spot. A good spot. Huh. Somebody left their Haterade bottle. See, there ain't much left. Because now it leads into the main. Somebody lose their Haterade bottle. Quick walk over this way. You know what I might do? Go sit back in there and set the tripod up here and see if I can pick anything off just briefly. This one I don't even have to raise it. We're already up. Well, I smoke, take a little breather, and then maybe see if we can get something, pick something off. No snakes or anything, is there down? I don't see anything. Set up. Just gotta watch out for this. Fuck. Oh, here's a frog. Just gotta watch these fucking stickers. Actually, I want to try to angle it more over that way. Maybe I should just do kind of right here. Main thing is the fucking, as I just leaned on them. Goddamn stickers. Hey, we gotta do this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put it down. Now this part won't go in the, the foam part will go in. It's the, iPad part will of its own, I guess. I also don't want you to see my what the oh. What the fuck? Zoom too. Sorry about this, folks. It's not gonna be here long, so I'm not gonna have it that perfect. Ain't no way I'm gonna do this. I just gotta see how it's coming out. I'll lower it a little. Too high up. Like I said, it isn't gonna be recording long. It's fucking bugs, man. But at least I can get the stuff in the water too, if anything goes by. You fucker. Perfect. So that's what it's gonna look like. And this is all I do. And then I lose my balance and go over to the side. Alright, so now off. We're going back that way, but I saw this. Easiest way. A lot of times I pick the hardest. This is the spot, I swear, where it was, because I think it was all right in this spot, this big open area. I remember all these being here. This is where me and Celeste took one of our smoke breaks. Another catbird. So now, sit on one that can hold my fat arse. I ain't really have to sit, just kind of rest on it. Not coordinated with two hands half the time, let alone one. Yes. So yeah, this is why I like doing this. Kind of this is what I call my sanctuary. So it's definitely, even up to this point, it was definitely a good trip. So it's gotta be easy pretty much here on out. See, if I didn't see that spot over there, I probably would have just had the camera facing like that way or something. Or behind me. Just try to pick something up. That's where the second tripod comes in handy. One of the other iPads. Now, if the thunderstorm would have came, depending on how bad it was, I would have recorded with the one with the waterproof case. I'll check what time it is before we start walking back. Some of the nighttime shit should be starting to come out. Definitely deer. If we don't see a deer on the way back, then I will be surprised. Because they should be starting to come out now. I mean, I'm liking doing this. Again, the deciding factor is going to be, the editing. If I can just take it from this or take this and transfer it to the iPad, then I'll be fine. And just put it in order without having to find like where one ends and where, so it'll definitely work itself out, and then I can do it more often. Well, it'll just be these kind of trips probably. Although there was something last night that I did that I felt very uneasy about. Where I work, there's this cat. His name's Shadow, and I'll have to post videos of him. I mean, I got a lot of them on Facebook, but I should start doing compilations. And he saw me on the other side, and I didn't realize it. And he ran across, and he knows me. I was the only one that was able to train him. Like, he got close to me, but I let him do it on his own terms. And I didn't have no food, and I felt bad, so I didn't stop. And I felt so bad because I just left. And he turned and looked to see, because he thought my car was going over to the other side. So I kind of felt really, really bad. And um, so tonight I'm gonna have to get maybe a can on the way home or something. But I gotta remember to stop at my friend's house to feed her cats and see if their air's on. If the air ain't on, then I'm gonna have to turn it on because it gets hot, man. And she lives in an apartment, so I don't know what it gets like in there. But if there ain't nothing open, um, so yeah. Hot, man. I would say a lot of the water should be definitely melted by now. I should be alright until I leave. If we get back too early, maybe I'll go to another spot. Um, or just maybe record the cats. I don't know. Depends on if they're there. If there's any people there. Just kind of play it by second. It's basically how I live my life, second to second. I gotta say though, that all the people in my class have pretty much inspired me, to keep like going with this shit. You know what I mean? It's like it gives me motivation to keep going. And I do want to get the state application test done just by the end of the weekend. So if I maybe I'll work on it tonight. I'm not sure how long it is, page wise, but it should be pretty straightforward. My resume, I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, but my resume was pretty much uh, fixed up and made look more professional. I mean, it was fine the way it was before, but the pure that I see now, she just kind of put it in more of a professional style. And don't get me wrong, I know I just keep saying that it's hot and all, but I'll put up with this over winter anytime. I even got a video up here where it was snow all over the ground. Actually, I got that early on, and but last few years we haven't gotten much snow. So, but me gonna chug the water in a minute. There y'all got something. That's a cool thing. Sometimes I can set up something for like 10 minutes and get a couple things, one or two things. Sometimes I could be there for like 4 hours and not get anything. I've set up my camera for over 8 hours and not got anything. So but then sometimes I can set it up for 8, 10 hours and get a lot of stuff. So it all depends, but either way, I get the same enjoyment. When I set it up for the 10 hours, I'm not here or at Silver Lake or wherever I'm at. Um, but I use the area. I keep the areas disclosed so that way nobody knows where I'm setting up at, and then I don't want nothing else getting stolen. That's how my GoPro got stolen Christmas Eve of all fucking nights. Put this out. Try to find a less leaf populated. Put it on this little piece of bark. Then I always make sure I stomp where I put it out at. And I just take it, put it in my pocket, and then try to remember to throw it out. Soaked. And my bag is soaked. Shit. Oh my god. Good as shit, man. Oh, what the fuck was in it, though? There's some taste. Check also, when I check the time, I'm gonna check and make sure I ain't getting no messages in this week called. I think that bird that you hear it. I think that's a wood thrush. Oh, why'd I just... Hey, I just zippered up both. I gotta put the iPad back in. Alright, well, I'm gonna check the time, and then we're gonna walk, get the iPad, and then we're gonna start walking back. Alright, so it's 5:51. It's actually earlier than I thought it was. Just get one last... So of course both of them go. If I see a snake down there, should I jump? It's starting to rain. And that means if I use an iPad, that means I have to shift to the other one. It does make the sound a little different, but better to be protected than get destroyed. So I got a froggy. Turn this off. Let's see. Cool thing about that is if I did get something, I won't know it until I get home. Unless I check before we leave. Yeah, that's definitely a cool thing. As far as ticks, I already got Lyme's disease, so I mean you can get it more than once, but so yeah, if I find ticks on me, yes, I do get them off as quickly as possible. But I did contract Lyme disease. My dad passed in fucking sticker, goddamn. I contracted Lyme's disease. He passed in 2016, so I would say probably like 2017-ish or so. About 2017, somewhere in that area. Oh, they caught it soon enough. I ended up with the bullseye up in like right here. Fuck, ain't gonna be able to do it. But right on my inner part of my elbow. And they caught it soon enough. So I took this Loxine that you have to take. You have to take it for 21 days. And that's the proper like therapeutic level that you take it, and then you're good to go after that. But yeah, so we're gonna start walking back, and hopefully we see some deer or something, worthwhile. Again, I hope the rabbit showed up, but I know because it wasn't on Zoom. If I walk with it on Zoom, the camera's gonna be even more distorted. So this is the best I can do. It's better when I had my GoPro, because again, it was steady, and it was, it was connected to a chest thing. So, so yeah, so hopefully we see some stuff on the way back. Yeah, we definitely should see something. By the time we actually get back, it might be, because like I said, I want to roll out about 7, so hopefully catch, yeah, they might be done. Phillies game. Might listen to them on the way home, but they started at 4. I should have checked the score. But yeah, so this will definitely be streamed, probably both to Facebook and YouTube. I think YouTube for now is going to be more of YouTube's going to be more now, so I can watch it on the TV. I think I got him. Again, I can't zoom it in quick enough. But I think I'm gonna let the birds do the talking for the most of it. Oh, fuck. Here they are. These little bad boys are walnuts. If you crack them open, they got a little walnut in them. And if you smell them, they have like a lime smell to them. And in the fall, they'll start, like at that parking lot we were at, they'll be on the branches. And they'll start falling and hitting the cars. I used to bring them home for the squirrels at my feeder. They love them. In fact, I should have brought those two. But I'll leave them for the gang here. Guess I'm getting slower walking up these little hills. That's kind of funny how I didn't see them things. There's 2 walnuts when I was walking that way. So I'm wondering where the hell they came from. Unless I was just looking. Like I said, when I'm walking, you ever heard the expression, their people's heads are up in the clouds? Well, mine's up in the trees. So I'm never, I don't know if I picked that up, but a leaf just fell. Yeah, my head's up in the trees, so I'm never really looking. I'm looking all over the place. There's my catbird. I love them. Let's continue on. Another rabbit. Let's see if if anything, this definitely is the trip of the rabbits. Whether I got them all on video or not, I definitely saw a lot of them, and they were pretty young. Most of them pretty small, like in the smaller, like, you know, especially the first one. The first one was really small. That one was pretty, they all were small. I haven't seen one that big. All right, buddy, I'll let you be. Nah, that scared him. Like I said before, I do talk to animals, but no, I'm not Dr. Dolittle. They don't talk back. Coming up here, dude. There it was. That bastard put it back up. Good fucker. There he is. I can get him. There he is. He just dropped down. No. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to build it again. That fucker got me twice now. Another one got me. Good thing I'm flying solo. Most of the people I run with would not be happy. My head. Another one. I'm gonna let him be. I think the last rabbit. I think the last rabbit was the first one we saw. But as I was recording them, I felt one of the spiders on the back of my neck. I'm like, but check what time it is. It's probably like 6:10, 6:15 by now. So probably just gonna pretty much wrap it up, because I am gonna, after this car goes, I'll show you the way I'm gonna go. Take you through the rest of the park. We're gonna definitely go up that way and then out a different route. Shit. What? I always give it a last minute run. Not all the way down, but just to the little bridge thing. And see if I see any like heron or anything. Or turtles. Give or take your pick. Switching. Hey, so it's 6:17. I just checked the time real quick. So we're gonna do this and just head out. I know I guess it's kind of more I want to see how it turns out too. So I mean, I forget what time we got here, but I just want to see how it comes out and kind of go from there. So let's get back to the car. You know, the shit in there, which ain't much. Just got through this in the back. Actually, before we roll out, I can actually just check the video real quick and see if anything showed up on it. It doesn't mean that I ain't gonna miss something on it, because if something small was on it, sometimes I have to go through iMovie in order to make sure I get everything off of it. And that's kind of my must have left it for the animals. Just hope the animal put it near the road and somebody didn't leave it near the road for the animal to eat it. I just realized we didn't see a deer on the way back. I'm very surprised at that. Saw enough rabbits though, that's for damn sure. Which is definitely a good thing, because I don't see them as frequently on, you know, my videos. The one spot I used to get them a lot, but I'm gonna record probably like I did like on the way home. I'm gonna record certain areas, and then when we hit a certain spot, I'll just crank it off. Since it's at the end of the video, it don't matter how long, you know, I let it run. The beginning is more just to get us into the main stuff. And shit. Just kind of put that air on when I get in. You know, it kills the gas, but then get home, get a shower, or start putting this together, then put it together, and then start making a movie. And then hopefully I'll get it on tonight, because I want to see how it comes out. And yeah, just kind of go from there. But so yeah, we're gonna head up that way, and then you'll see. It's kind of a scenic route. Longer, definitely longer. I could actually check the docks before we leave. Different docks. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's like 4 that I know of. That I can think of off the top of my head. So yeah, it's gonna pretty much wrap up the outside part, and how the mofo. Again, I mean, we did see a couple deer, but that was about it. Not on video that I remember. And I don't know if the squirrel showed up. I know the rabbits, all depends. The one that was hiding, I think I got some of that, but for now, that's gonna definitely wrap up the walking part, and from here on out, it'll be driving, and then actually Brandy's house, and then home. So I will set it up in the car in a sec. Since I'm doing it this way, I'll start it up and then set it up on the doohickey. And I smoked, what, 1 cigarette on the walk, so that wasn't that bad. One thing I wanted to say is that because of not having much money, I've been vaping like for an hour, although today I didn't do it. But what I've been doing is vaping an hour, smoking an hour, vaping an hour, and it seemed like it was kind of helping me discipline my smoking. So, but I got, you know, once I'm out of money, you know, It's a struggle, but you get there. You know, you get to a point where you just gotta do what you gotta do to get by. There's something way over there, probably a deer. If it's eating the leaves, it's definitely a deer. I might just see part of it, not the full. But it looks like the leaves are moving. But I ain't gonna get them, it's too far. The only thing I don't have with this thing is a zoom, you know, to be able to zoom it in real close. But could be a cat. I mean, it could just be moving the leaves. It's hard to say. But anyways, I can't tell, so it doesn't go down as anything. So yeah, it's gonna be, damn, still got the web on me. But yeah, so I'm gonna click it to put it back up to the doohickey, and I'm gonna try to tighten it real quick and see if I can get it to stay still, so that way it doesn't move around as much. So now for the ride home. Yeah, it's a deer. I see him now, so he does count. See his head sticking up, eating Alright, so yeah, that's gonna cut off the walking part, and I'll get to a certain point, and then I'll cut it off. But I will let you know in advance, and then it's on my way to Brandy's house, and then feed the cats, and get this done, and it should be on tonight, hopefully. If not, no later than Sunday, tomorrow. So with that said, now we are going to go for the ride through the park, and then partially home, and then I'll cut it off. Alright, and I know it doesn't look right because of the, I mean, again, this is just it's not the best of gadgets to use. And to be honest, when I had the GoPro thing and hooked that up, it was in front of me, so you didn't see like all the dashboard shit and all that, like these vent things, stuff like that. I barely saw any cats either. Saw the one stumbling across him. So shit, I forgot to check the Philly score. I'll check that on. Actually, I'll turn it on after I turn this off. Alright, let's head out. Let's put my lights on just to be safe. This bitch is all illegal anyways. Maybe I will get the deer on there. I'm not even gonna zoom it in though. Just let it. Might come out. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I know that I saw him. There he is. Little white tail sticking up. Straight out. Yeah, I should just let it ride the camera the whole way. But if I get up to cars ahead of me, I don't like to get their plates on there. But then I notice a lot of other people do, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, kind of anal like that. Kind of like respect the privacy of others. I've never parked up at this spot on the left, but you ain't gonna get much, but definitely get deer and a beautiful skyline, especially right after a storm. Get like great sunsets and stuff. out there though. At least there ain't nobody behind me either. But actually, I like this, you know, recording as I went, and kind of, there might be some parts where, what the hell? Got the ice cream man following me. Ice cream man on the run. Guess he thought I wanted some ice cream. He stopped. If I had the extra money, I'd get some. Or at least something tasty besides water. There's a deer off to the left. Now I'm gonna start seeing all the deer. There's a trail up here, but it ain't that much. It's not like a. Well, although it is, it does produce a lot of cats. I will say that. Then the dog park is up on the right. I'll show you where that is. But the docks are back. If I would have made a right, it would have taken me to these other docks. I've recorded there too. And then they lead right to another part of the lake, obviously. I've actually seen bluebirds on the road that we're going to become turning on next. I've seen a lot of, ooh, you know, fly by us, or is it, no, he's going to land on that tree. Look like a mockingbird. I should have my iPad out and got some of the shit on the side since I'm recording the front with that. It's usually my phone. There's another deer. There's another pavilion. Here we go. Let's see if I can go slow. Let's see if we get them. And then we got a deer on video. Yes, we do. Got them. Not the best of views, but still got them. So we didn't get shut out on deer. Apparently the next road there's, oh, and if it pull in, no, it's the next spot. That's the handicap parking only. Then off to the left was the rehab that my dad was in at one point. And then up here on the right, if I go into that parking area, is where the dog park is. And then we got this coming up road is where you can get a lot of bluebirds. I've never walked down it. I should one time. But I remember I did get some geese, a lot of good geese on here when I was driving. When my daughter was up at a camp for a week. So I came up here. I hate that. I can see the view, the vent thing on the camera. So up here we're gonna go straight, and it was right off here to the left, but I was going the opposite direction when I got the geese. But it also didn't have as much shit with all the stuff. Or not, it's probably like that. I just got them back this way. So up here we go straight, and then we hang a right, and then we're at the docks. You'll see deer back in there sometimes on this road. We don't have many roads like this that you can drive around to just be able to look at, like, like wildlife and stuff. Jersey has a lot more shit. A lot of freaking people up here. So it looks like we're just gonna be doing a UV, but the docks are down to the left, right down there. The other thing, I don't know what percentage my battery's on, but that's the other thing I have to watch. I mean, we're already doing this trip, but like in the future. I think that's that homeless lady. And now it's pretty much a straight shot. Off to Brandy's house we go. And then, trying to think of the easiest way to get to her place. So, I know which way I'm gonna go. A lot of nice farmland up here. Without doubt. Now it's starting to rain again. The crows out in the field off to the right. Some deer, baby young deer. Aw. Still has its spots. That actually goes straight ahead, and that's where Celeste is. And it was that gate. I don't know if you'll see the gate, but that's the gate that the first time it never went up. Yep, that's where she is. And then Bob going back off to the right, but not that much. I should put her picture on there when I pull up to that spot. Down there. That's why I don't talk much about the situation, because, you know, it's her situation that's going on. Just, I hope she gets out soon. Well, gets into where she's going. Gets accepted. Then we can start going for the building from there. This is one of the lights when I was going back from the class. I was backed all the way up. All the way to that past here. But when you see where the light is. There's another spot set up on this side of Clear Creek. This nice. I've walked through here. I think I picked up a good spider on video. Shit. I'm one person that I'm very impatient when it comes to traffic. And I really hope that there's no railroad crossing. Because if there's a railroad crossing, then that's going to take us way out of the way, at least to go to Brandy's. That was the way that was backed up at. I think I'm just gonna let it run. That way I'll show you guys like kind of my area. At least this way. Then if I go see Shadow Boy tonight, I'll call it. Maybe record the ride to there. Then we shall see. I won't reveal the name, but we shall see where I went. Obviously, I don't reveal names for another. I should have just went down that road. I think either way you're going across the train crossing. Jesus, Steve, don't you shut up. As long as we get through the railroad crossing, we're good to go. There's another rabbit. Now here I expected, but that was a pleasant. There's another one. That was a pleasant surprise though on the walk. Yeah, go home. I'm tired. That's the other thing. I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't think I fell asleep till like after 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm hoping I can fall asleep around 12 tonight. And try to start getting up early again. Don't fall back into that pattern of sleeping late or going to sleep late and sleeping well. To go to therapy to the left that we just went by. Now tomorrow's trip, if I do this, it'll be to buy the Silver Lake. Because there'll definitely be less shit going on there if there was anything to that. It's time to vape. 7 o'clock hour vaping now. So I do gotta get back on that track. Actually, up here we're gonna go left. At the second light. I forgot I got the fucking charger. Normally I would go straight, and then it's a straight shot to my house. So I'm not getting close to the I should just turn it off, but fuck it. If it comes out too shitty, just shut the video off here. Just do a quick ending. Oh my God. actually right near Fort Creek. So I'm gonna go up and see her and make sure everything's all right, and just kind of go from there. And but I'm just gonna cut the video off there, and I enjoyed doing it this way. So I hope that with the editing and all, I hope it's just a good shot. And basically, the only thing I really have to add from the iPad is the beginning, in the beginning. So it's just a matter of as long as I hope it falls into place. Well, I'm transferring everything from here to the iPad. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off there and see how everything's going. And definitely feel more myself now. And get to see my girl. Just wish it was under different circumstances, but so she's alright. I will see you in the next video. Peace and love every one of you, and I will see you in the next video.